Bitch nigga, it's like that. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Time. We finna get into the situation with Boosie and Rod Wave. Now this is some old shit. This is from like some years ago. I want to say like 2-3 years ago, probably a little bit longer. Rod Wave was trying to sample Lil Boosie, and Lil Boosie wanted his money for his sample, which I can understand because in the industry that's how it works. When you sample somebody's music, you gotta pay them for it. And you gotta pay them for the licensing and all that shit. You're not just paying the artist; you also gotta pay the label and shit like that. Different little programs for whoever own or don't own they publishing. So we'll see what the fuck is going on because I really don't understand how this shit reignited.
Boy, shut your ass up, boy. You done took 15 music and made a career out of it. Boy, you a straight bitch.
Boosie, man, you need to cut that shit out, man. You talking about letting it go. I ain't letting shit go. No, you a f***ing hoe. And you broke my heart threatening a lawsuit. Acting like a bitch, acting like one of these hoes or something.
Why you ain't been saying something? The night before you drop, you won't say something. You took 31 shit. You a serial stealer.
Man, this Boosie and Rod Wave situation just went from a music business dispute to a full-blown rap beef. Cause Rod Wave went on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay talking about how he was just showing love to Boosie. Boosie heard that interview and basically said, stop playing victim. And then Rod Wave came back with the nuclear option. I offered you 100,000. And Boosie's response, yeah, let's just say Boosie was not accepting that apology package. Now this whole situation goes back to Rod Wave sampling Boosie's music. Rod had used Boosie's 2010 song Long Journey for his own track with the same title. Rod recently told Shannon Sharp that from his perspective, he was paying homage.
What happened to that Boosie incident? It's like he threatened to sue you about a lyric or something.
Boosie on fire, man. I don't know what Boosie on fire, man. I had the Boosie fade, man. That shit crazy, man. I just was showing love, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't take it as that.
I guess he didn't, man. But it's so crazy because, like we said, like, you know, growing up in certain, like, my adolescence, you know, the people that I looked up to, like, the real guys in my life, like my dad and my uncle, them boys were gone, them boys were up the road.
Right.
They stood on whatever business they was on. So, the TV screen, the YouTube or whatever was our role models, you know what I'm saying? And everything they talked and preached and did, we lived. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And maybe it wasn't even real, you know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part.
Is that really? Because I heard people, you know, you never want to meet your idols because they're never what you think they are.
Yeah, and it might rearrange something in your brain. Cause now I'm just like, I'm anti-old.
Basically said Boosie was somebody you looked up to and he was just showing love. But Boosie wasn't hearing.
Man, when you doing business, bro, it's deeper than that. And you got to understand that from their perspective because they've been in the industry for longer than you. They done went through situations where motherfuckers done tried to rob them for their music or they done had to fight to get their music back. You don't understand what it's really like to be in the music industry until you in the music industry. And a lot of niggas don't do their research on like artists and shit like that. You really got to understand. Another thing is you got to also understand these people got families to feed. So if you are using their music, you got to realize when you're using somebody's music, you're using a familiarity to other people's ears. And when you're doing that, some people going to just latch on to the song because it reminds them of that song. So now you're using that as a way to get people to draw in on the music. So, of course, a nigga going to want to get broke off. I ain't even finna sit here and cap or side with either or. I'm really on Boosie's side, but I ain't going to say he 100% right. I'm just going to say I'm on Boosie's side because at the end of the day, it's business. Business is business. You putting your heart in business, you tripping. And that was your biggest mistake right there, and that's something most men need to learn off dribble. Don't ever put your heart in business. Business is business. Friendship is friendship. You don't know this nigga personally. You didn't grow up with him. He don't know you personally. He has no real way of contacting you, and with him contacting you, this is how he chose to respond. Only because how he feels is you just taking his music shit.
None of that. Boosie jumped online and said this wasn't some random one-time situation. According to Boosie, Rod Wave has allegedly done this multiple times with Trill Family Music. And Boosie basically said, you wouldn't do that to another artist. You did it to me because you know I'm a real one. And that's when the temperature went from business disagreement to, oh, y'all really don't like each other. But then Rod Wave came out swinging.
Boosie, man, you need to cut that shit out, man. You talking about letting it go. I ain't letting shit go. No, you a f***ing hoe. And you broke my heart threatening a lawsuit. Acting like a bitch, acting like one of these hoes or something. You threatening with a lawsuit. You threatening to take it to court. Like a police, like you, what the f? I knew from the jump. I had sampled so many of Trill Family, the record label, property. I sampled so much and interpolated so much of their music. I already had a relationship with your label. I knew from the jump you didn't own the music. So when I reached out and I offered you $100,000, fam, you said that wasn't enough. You got me f***ed up. I ain't going for nothing. Ain't nobody finna be pressing me and starting me. You got me f***ed up. I ain't give you nothing. And you, you threatened to go to court. You a hoe. You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. You try to take it to court.
Rod basically said, Boosie, cut that stuff out. And Rod claimed he had already had a relationship with Boosie's label and knew Boosie didn't completely own the music in question. But here's where everybody's eyebrows went up. Rod Wave said he still offered Boosie $100,000 to settle the situation. And according to Rod, Boosie said that wasn't enough.
I told dude, bro, give me $200,000 and 25% of the record going forward. And I'm not gonna sue you or nothing, bro. Cause you done already made money off my thing, and you done made people choose sides in the industry. You done affected me in that way also. This dude thought I was gonna tell him 2 million. That's what he thought I was gonna tell. No, I'm not gonna tell you 2 million. I don't own 100% of it. Give me 200 grand, bro, and 25% of the record, bro. Dude was like, man, okay, bro. Can I meet you halfway with 150? I'm like, bro, I gotta get the 200. I'm already spending 30 to my lawyer to sue you.
Now imagine being Rod Wave and you thinking you showing love and you getting a real legal dispute. You say, all right, here's $100K. And the response is basically, run that number back. That's when Rod Wave said he wasn't giving Boosie anything. And Rod Wave made it very clear he wasn't letting that go. Well, when Boosie heard this, he went nuclear.
Boy, shut your pussy ass up, boy. You done took 15 music and made a career out of it. Boy, you a straight bitch. Let's talk about it. You done took 20 music and made a career out of it. Boy, you's a old bitch. Talking about your heart ain't never been broke. But every song you talking about your heart broke. You a cap rapper. You got the whole world saying for nothing.
Boosie must have watched that video with his blood pressure on 100 because Boosie came right back and absolutely cooked Rod Wave.
Shut your bitch ass up, clown ass. Talking about you looked up to. What the f you looking up to and you ain't never done nothing like these? Boy, you a bitch. You done took everybody's shit. You a muppet, baby. Pussy ass.
Boosie called Rod a straight bitch and accused him of taking music.
Only thing I got against Boosie is he didn't have to go so hard on him in the beginning. Now I can see why he'll go hard on him now. But when this shit started, he didn't have to go so hard on him. But my main thing is this. If I tell you I want 200 bands, then my music is worth 200 bands. You can't get mad. How you gonna say I'm trying to extort you for another 100,000? If what you offered ain't enough, then that's not enough for me. I have a price, nigga. You know how much people want for sampling a record, my nigga? A lot of times niggas want the whole fucking song. As Juice WRLD, RP to Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD didn't get none of that shit. Sting took all of that money. If y'all know who Sting is, but Lucid Dreams, he made no money off Lucid Dreams because Sting got like 90 to 100% of the publishing because he sampled the heaviness of the song. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for that beat, and you gotta think about how heavy that guitar riff is because it's that fucking much of a staple in the music that he has to give that much money up. So Rod Wave not making no fucking sense. Whoever on his team need to school him, or whoever not on his team that know anything about the music industry, know how sampling come about. He even made an argument one time saying that hip hop is about sampling. Yeah, it is, but that's also why artists and other genre started to team up and go talk to their labels to see how they could get paid off of hip hop artists. And that's why the whole situation, as far as publishing goes, they start taking percentages out of your music now because of black artists coming together and saying we want to make music, make money off our music too. They sampling our music. They sampling our guitar riffs. They sampling our voices, our lyrics, our this, our that. We want to get paid too. And that's how eventually you now have to give damn near 100% of your song away to an artist. So it's really not even worth sampling they shit. Ask Kanye West, nigga. You niggas be killing me because You'll let the wrong situation take your emotions instead of understanding what's really going on. He only want 25% of the song, and he only want 200,000. I've seen niggas ask for way more than that. I've seen niggas ask for more than the percentages of the song. So for a nigga to complain about that and say a nigga's trying to extort them, nah, bitch, do your business. Do your due diligence on how the industry work. Don't be trying to lowball a nigga because you don't have enough, or maybe you just don't feel like it's worth that. If you don't feel like it's worth that, just call it that, nigga. It don't even have to get into all this emotional back and forth where niggas is cursing each other out. Personally, I don't even listen to the nigga because, like Boosie said, he be on some sad shit, and I don't like listen to low frequency type niggas. I don't fuck with low frequency type niggas. When you see me and I'm bumping Michael, it's because he's a high frequency artist. When you see me listening to Pac or anybody, they high frequency, even if they in their feelings. They not own what he owned. The type of shit he make is like some suicide music to me. And I never understood why people flock to that. But that let me know how sad this generation of people and young people are. What you gotta understand and realize at all times is business, and your feelings is your feelings, and you gotta actually do work and understanding on what business is and how business work before you start getting your feelings about something somebody's asking or requesting from you. Because you got artists that they got fucked up the ass while they over here bleeping nigga. You got artists that they got fucked up the ass because they sampled another person's music, and they probably only sampled like 3 seconds of the damn song. Y'all niggas nowadays be sampling damn near the whole fucking track. Put a couple chops in, put a little bass here and there, and then y'all think it's a new song. No, nigga. This is still they song, bro. Like, let's be real.
From numerous artists and building his career off those influences. He even had to chat GPT how many times Rod Wave stole people's music and found out that he used 15 other people's music and made a career out of it.
Chat GBT say you done took 31 songs. You owe everybody, not including me. You owe everybody. You a serial stealer. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come on, you offer me 100. Yeah, you offer me, and we agreed. We agreed. Say you was gonna give me 150. We agreed. You say for all the shit you done took, you was gonna look out for me. We was talking friendly. Now it's time for you to drop an album tonight. Now you won't bring up Boosie on the couch? You ain't slick. This shit been dead. Why you ain't been saying something? The night before you drop, you won't say something. You took 31 shit. Nigga, you a serial stealer. The f out of here. Talking about take you to court. You lucky the whole industry ain't taking you to court. Now you won't talk about that ain't gang. Is you a gangster? Are you a businessman? Don't try to switch it to no gangster shit. You don't try to flip it on no gangster shit. You a rapper. Oh, sad ass. Hey, you got children in themselves while you at home eating pork chop. Go on, man.
Man, this ain't even a sample dispute anymore. Now it's...
Man, look, I'm gonna stop right here. I agree with Boosie, and I was gonna say that too once we got to this point. How you gonna take it from industry problem or industry situation to he not street because he wanna sue for his royalties, for his property? They want Gucci to kill somebody or re-rob somebody or act like he didn't get robbed when he was going for a business meeting. But at the same time, y'all mad at Lil Durk, or y'all cracking jokes on Lil Durk for going to jail for doing what y'all said he was pussy for not doing. See, I don't encourage no rapper to get off they plateau and do no goofy shit because you're a rapper. You got the biggest eyes on you, and you the most watched person right now because there are no more drug dealers. That's why they coming for all of these rappers. Who else they gonna come for? No drug dealers, no big top killers or nothing like that. They coming for the rappers. Why? Because the rappers is connected to all of these gangs. Why? Because now we can make RICO cases off of these niggas' names. This is why I keep telling people separate from niggas. It's too easy to make a RICO case out of your ass. That's one. Two, nigga, I'm really with Boosie on this. Like I said, I didn't feel like he had to get disrespected at first. Now I can understand why he would disrespect him now versus before. But it's like now, nigga, you done did too much, nigga. First of all, Shannon Sharp shouldn't even brought Boosie up. That shit's so old. And then second, he should have handled the question better. And then you talking about he broke your heart, like that's some whole ass shit anyway. I don't know, bro. To me, it was just a real feminine like aspect of thinking, because it wasn't no understanding of like real shit. If I want to do something like paying homage to my favorite artist, I would want to put money in a pocket. Real shit. If I'm sampling my favorite artist's music, I would get him 100% of the royalties and just let me perform and get the money off the mechanical royalties as far as like performing the song. Real shit. That's me. Because I would say a lot of my favorite artists, a lot of our favorite artists be broke a lot of times. A lot of them be needing money. A lot of them be needing that shot. A lot of them be needing that exposure again. And you got to understand that part of the game. Everybody ain't going for the free shit. That's one. Two, you shouldn't even want to do no free shit when it comes to your favorite artist, because you should always want to see your favorite artist up here. And it take this to keep them here. And especially, like, I ain't saying Boosie ain't selling, but Boosie ain't selling like he used to, because music ain't moving like it used to be. So for you to sample my music and it's a significant like sound within your song, and I know it's a significant sound in your song, it damn it sound identical to what the fuck I did. You just added a little bit of here and there or whatever. Cool. Nigga, you still sample my shit. You still using my music. You still using my likeness to my song. You got to be more understanding, and I wish more of the youth would be more understanding when it comes to this business shit. It's business. It's not personal. It ain't that you got to go out and get your gun. It ain't even got to get to that point, but this is what happens when you put ignorance, you know what I'm saying, in a world of like sophistication. You got to realize when you get away from this, which is the bottom, you can't keep moving like you at the fucking bottom, because it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass 10 times worse, because now you this big star and you this big celebrity, so they gonna make a big fucking example out your dumb ass. I wouldn't even attack my favorite rapper with the gangster shit, because at the end of the day, nigga, I'm not finna risk my career. You're not finna risk your career, and it ain't worth it unless we going back and forth with this. Is total different situation. Now we both having a situation as far as musically where we're attacking each other and beefing. But as far as talking about you ain't taking it to the streets. You ain't no gangster. You ain't this, that, and the third, because you talking about suing me. What the fuck you want me to do? Kick your door down? Pistol whip you, nigga? Pull a Master P? With all these cameras and how society work nowadays, all these Instagram and Twitter investigating ass niggas and bitches and shit running around, all these rappers doing all this fucking time. Come on now. This ain't the 90s and this ain't the early 2000s, bitch. And I'm not finna sit here and make it seem like Boosie wrong. No, he's not. If he want 200 bands, get that nigga 200 bands. You said you was gonna give him 150, give him his 150 and give him the percentage of points on that song. Because he deserves it for being who he is and you sampling his fucking music. He didn't come to you about this shit. You came to him. He came to you as far as like you ain't even hitting my hand off on some shit that you taking and using and sampling. Fuck if I own the music or not, bitch. It's my music. It's my song. Pay me my percentage. Pay me my money. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think. Like, subscribe, peace, I'm out. Shout us out to all Urban Central. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave a link in the description for every video. If you don't know, now you know. Fuck is you talking about? Peace, I'm out.
OG told me, boy, watch your back. Hey,